Well, welcome to Tea Time. That's right. It's Tea Time again with Miss Liz. And tonight in the studio, I am joined with Marlyn from all the way from Guyana, South America. That's right. I'm bringing it from all over. So I'm going to share a little bit on Marlyn, and then I'm going to get her to share a little bit. And then we have some secret guests that are popping in as well. So it is going to be an incredible tea time. I also want to put a trigger warning out there that we are going to be speaking about AIDS and HIV. So if anybody is triggered, please know that this is awareness space only. We are sharing awareness to bring awareness to AIDS and HIV and to make a difference, because that's what our goal is here. So a little bit on Marlyn. Marlyn Sylvia Cameron Grumble. She is a country coordinator, ICW Guyana GCWAG, started in 2016. ICW is the International Community of Women Living with HIV. She was employed as a client advocate at the Campbellville Care and Treatment Clinic under the USAID Project, where she was working to bring back the defaulters in care and treatment. Her supporters are UNAIDS, USAID, NAPS, EU, DIPLAMICATIC, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I want to welcome you, Marlyn, to Tea Time. And it is an honor to know you and to get to know a little bit more on this awareness. I'll let you share a little bit, and then I'll bring in the guests that are coming in, and we'll have a good old tea time. So sit back and enjoy. Marlyn, the floor is all yours. Share away, girl.
A pleasant good night to each and everyone. So my name is Marlyn Cameron Grumble, and I've been living positive for the past 12 years. So I went to Geneva in 2011, and I was so amazed to see how many persons was like me. So I decided to, when I get back home, I can start advocating. So I start advocating since 2009. I become the president of Sparkling Sunshine Support Group, and I've been working to empower women and girls throughout the region. So then I met this wonderful woman, Miss Olive, in 2016, and I become the country coordinator, and I've been working all the while, empowering women, advocating for the rights of women and girls and persons who's been affected by gender-based violence. I even had walks. So Miss Cole is my support. She is a person that helped me to grow. She sent me to do stress management, anger management, because when I got first diagnosed, I was lost. I didn't know what to do. I was very angry. So she worked with me and helped me to develop to become to this stage where I am.
So what has your journey been with the ladies living with AIDS and HIV, Marlyn?
It's sad. It's depression. It's depressing. It's stressful because a lot of them don't know how to manage. Managing yourself is a very big work. A very big work. First, you have to understand your situation and start adapting to a new life. For me, it was tough in the beginning, but it's like a new beginning. It's like if you're reborn. Being positive is like if it's a new beginning. It's like if you're just born over, begin a new life. So you have to change your lifestyle. You have to change the way you think. You have to be more, what word am I saying? You got to be more self-awareness. It calls for a lot of self-awareness to be on this journey.
So what have you learned about yourself on this journey, Marlyn?
Well, I've learned that we all then we know what is going on out there, and the blaming game. I don't believe in blaming nobody, because we all had a right to take care of ourselves. So we didn't take care of ourselves, so we shouldn't blame nobody. We should try to protect others from reaching the same, going into the same solution that you're in. So if you could prevent it by advocating and educating persons how to be aware and take care of themselves, it would go very far away.
So how do you network? Like, is it only in your country, or do you network all over the countries, like all over the world for AIDS and HIV? Like, how do you bring awareness and network for these ladies that are living with HIV and AIDS?
So we network in our country, in all the regions, and also out to region, like in ICW take us to different country. But since 2018, they have some issues going on with ICW. So we not doing the general traveling to and fro and meeting other person, but we meet online and we correspond and we make plans to the different workshop and different program. We plan how we gonna move forward and how we gonna get fundings to do our activities. So I've launched the Empower Her program in 2017, whereby we teach persons how to make quilt, where they put the messages on quilt, because a lot of persons are afraid to speak out. So each sign and each symbol have a meaning. So if you're going through you having adherence issues, you put it on a quilt. So when you match the colors and the symbol, we would know that this person is having adherence problem. They have signs and symbols for discrimination. We have for different issues. Person face violence, adherence, different signs and symbols we use for them.
So where does the Empire Plus come in? Is that a different organization, or is that with everything?
So over the years, Empire Plus, GCWAG, the Guyana Community of Positive Women and Girls, have been working mainly with girls alone. So they don't have a national network, because the national network, I've been trying to bring it back together, but they have this power issue, so we don't have a national network at present. So because so many persons have been reaching out to me, I decided to form Empire Plus. Empire Plus is my baby. So I decided to form Empire Plus because I get fundings from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints assist me. Miss Cole too would go out and get funding from different agencies. So we launched our child hunger program, so where we feed persons, the family and the children. And my husband is very supportive also. So when he come out, he would give me a stipend so I could do my feeding program.
So you actually bring food like to the ladies that are living with AIDS and HIV and all that? So you have like a program that supports food?
Yeah, food. Yeah. So I prepare a meal and I get for them and their children.
So what has been the biggest struggle during COVID for all of this? Like, has there been any difficulties?
A lot of difficulties. You can't go out, no program. You try to do it online, but it's not effective as if you would have a gathering so you could socialize. One of my biggest dreams is that one day I would have a safe space so these women could come and share and get empowered, and even for housing, because when you are living with the virus, you can't go into a home like if you're having abuse. and they know your status, it's hard for you to go stay in these entities. So I would like to get a piece of land and build just for persons living with HIV, so they wouldn't be discriminated, because the discrimination is very high. For me, I don't think about it, because it's life, you can't change. You know, why dwell on the issue? Why dwell on the issue that you can't change? You have to live with it and deal with it.
Exactly. And they are human beings too, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah. You can't stop the river from flowing. So no sense you dwell on the issue, and you could do better. Like, you gotta keep looking at the head of the tunnel. There's a light at the head of the tunnel. So you focus on the light, and how you're going to meet there.
So what would you like the viewers to know about people that live with AIDS? Like, what awareness do we want to bring and break? Because there is a stigma, right, on it.
Yes, it's a very big stigma. Persons, that's why a lot of persons don't take the treatment. A lot of persons don't take the treatment. Job opportunity is, you don't get jobs, because if you're working and then the boss man find out that you're positive, they dismiss you. They find some issue to dismiss you. So being positive is a very depressing issue for persons.
Yeah, my biggest thing is I look at everyone equal. Whether you live with AIDS or HIV, you're still a person at the end of the day. And these people matter, and their voices need to be heard. And this is why I wanted to have you on Teatime, was to bring awareness, because these are subjects that are not spoken about. These are the hidden subjects, right?
So true. So adherence is the key. The treatment does work. If you adhere and follow the guidelines, you will feel sick. Because I have never been sick. 12 years now, I've never been sick. I've been living positively. My husband is negative.
So you do live with AIDS, Marlyn?
Yes, I do.
So what type of treatments are out there for the people out there that are living with AIDS?
The ARVs. The ARVs does work, but you have to maintain taking your treatment and don't miss it.
So is that like an IV injection? Is that a monthly needle? Is that?
No, it's a tablet. It's a triple. Yeah, it's a combined drug. So you take one a day. Some persons take one a day. For persons on first line, second line, I really don't know how they take the treatment for the second line, because I'm on first line.
So how long have you been living with AIDS, Marlyn?
12 years.
Well, look at you go, girl. High five to you. You're doing amazing. That is amazing.
Adherence is the key.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
See, and I didn't know that about you. I just learned that about you tonight on Teatime, you know, and that doesn't make me look at you any different. I'm actually proud of you, and the strength, the resilience, like the courage to share your story. It is amazing, you know, because this is what we need. We need people to bring awareness to these hard subjects, you know, people that don't want to talk about it, because you're an amazing, beautiful woman. Like, you know, yes, you live with an illness, but that doesn't define you. You know, you make you who you are. So we do have some guests in the backstage that I'm going to bring forward that you have invited, and get them to share on how they feel about it. So we do have Nicole in the back room. So I'll bring Nicole in, and she can share a little.
Yes.
Speaking at the moment, giving her.
Welcome, Nicole.
Hi. Good evening. Can you? Oh, am I? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay. Good night. And Marlyn, I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Well done. Well done. So I I've listened to what Marlyn was saying about encouraging the patients or persons who are living with HIV to adhere. And that is key. Without adherence, they can have no life. You see, with HIV, you can live a long and fulfilling life. But the key to living that life is adherence. Now, adherence is never easy because remember, you can have what is called the drug toxicity, whereby patients do become tired and fatigued with taking their medication. But you've got to keep them motivated by saying that, look, this pill, I know back then we had a tripler, right, Marlyn? But now I think they're using another name. That's the 3-drug combination. Because with HIV, first you had to take like 7 to 9 tablets for a regimen. And that really was heavy on the liver and the body. So lots of persons did not adhere. You gave them the drug and they go home with it. But do you know when you know that they did not adhere? When they die. And you find a whole bag of the medication. You knew that they were not taking it. So adherence is key if you want to live a positive life with HIV. I've seen so many positives for persons infected with HIV because they have taken what Marlyn has said, living positively. They have put on a new thinking. They have reimagined what life can be. And as Marlyn said, it's like you are in a new body. They see it as a way of new life and how they can make a betterment for others. And that is what Marlyn has been since I met her in 2009. That's how long our relationship is. When I worked out of the Campbellville Health Center as a clinical social worker, it's never easy working with patients or anyone because working with people will bring challenges. They are different. And what is important is that when you are working with persons from a different level educationally, you've got to learn to meet them where they are. And that is where social work becomes critical, in the margin. So you teach from scratch, and you have to do it in such a way that does not dehumanize them. So you have to do it in a way that respects their human rights. I'd like to share something here. At the Campbellville Health Center, when I first started, I had no office. Let Marlyn tell you. I used to go anywhere to counsel them where I can have a little privacy. Whether it's under the tree, outside, somewhere where we can be confidential. And then I fought. I went to UNAIDS. I went to every international body. I went locally, fighting for an office in Campbellville Health Center so that I can serve the patients with dignity that they deserve and respect their human rights. And when I became a commissioner in 2009, when we started to operate in 2010, because I sit on 2 constitutional human rights commissions in Guyana, that is Women and Gender Equality Commission, as well as the Rights of the Child Commission. I took my case to the Women and Gender Equality Commission, and I asked them, I said, how can I be serving patients open without an office? Tell their story.
Oh, I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I really like that Nicole is sharing, you know, the human rights. Because Marlyn, I want to ask you about that. How is the human rights for somebody living with AIDS?
Oh, that is very you don't have no rights. You don't have you don't have a voice, because there's nobody who read. They say they have this they have the human rights desk, but it's not in order. It's not working. We have the laws, but it's not working. So they have to revamp, seeing that we have a new government. I hope that they revamp the human rights law, so persons living with HIV would have a voice and would have representative for these entities who feel that if you're positive, you're not able to to work in the environment. I think this is wrong. Once you are healthy and you able to do the work, they should let us work.
So they won't let you work at all?
No, they won't. A lot of entities don't let you work once they find out you're positive. They don't let you work. They find some issue to dismiss you.
Wow. This is something that really needs to be, we really need to bring awareness to this, because this is not right at all. That is not right at all. So anybody who is watching any of the viewers that are out there, any of the viewers out there, or anybody who's going to watch the replay of this tea time, we need to bring a voice, because these people matter. They are human beings and they have rights too. This really infuriates me, because I really don't like when human rights is taken from another human being. We all are entitled to rights, no matter who we are or what race we are. We are entitled to our rights. And I really am strong and passionate about human rights. If anybody knows, Miss Liz is determined to change and bring a voice to the voiceless, because that's what Tea Time is about. It's to get the voices of everyday people who are living and making a difference. And Marlyn, you are making a huge difference. You've created Empire Plus. You've created platforms. You feed and take care of women. You are networking. You are bringing awareness. And girl, you are a voice, and your voice will be heard, because this is what Tea Time is about. This really, really infuriates me that you have no rights and that you're not allowed to work. What right do they have to say that you are not a good worker because you live with an illness? That is not right at all. That is unfair and inhumane. And anyone who is watching that, if you have an issue with Miss Liz saying this, come and get me. Come and get my door, because I am willing to speak on behalf of these women. These women are making a difference, and they are bringing a voice to things that need to be addressed. Marlyn, I'm so sorry that they treat you this way. This is unfair, and this is inhumane. This woman is making a difference for many, many women out there, and this is inhumane that she is not even allowed to work because she lives with an illness. How dare you guys do this to this woman? I am not supporting that at all. Marlyn, you deserve better, and you will get better, because this Tea Time, I will plaster it all over human rights boards, commissioners, everywhere, worldwide. This is enough. This Tea Time here tonight, I said it would be a strong tea time, and I said it was going to be strong tea coming. I am a voice, and these ladies are voices, and their voices will be heard. Like,
Thank you very much. And keeping her motivated. I am with her every step of the way since 2009. I've never left her and will never leave her. When they knock her, if she gets whatever, I am always out there advocating, trying to get resources, because in order for them to survive, they have to get money. And if they don't have a job, how will they eat? In order to even take the medication, to take a 1,500 calorie diet. HIV tears down the calories in their bodies faster. So it's even more than just that. So I think that some of the persons who are in the program are inhumane and just indifferent. They just don't care, Miss Liz. I care. And I work for my heart. Marlyn knows. I work without a dime in my pocket, just knowing that I'm making a difference in their lives. When I see them thrive, I go in my little corner and I weep tears of joy. I'm so happy tonight that Marlyn can sit here and tell her story to the world. She is an epitome of what you call resilience under pressure. Thank you, Miss Liz. This tea is very strong.
And we will get stronger, because this Tea Time will get uploaded to my channel. And you can see this Tea Time in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. These voices will be heard permanently. This Tea Time will be up forever. So we want to change because Marlyn deserves human rights just like the next person. We are human beings. She is a beautiful, strong, empowering woman who is making a difference. And I really want you guys to check her out. I understand with COVID, we can't do very much because everything is virtual. But once COVID is fixed and gone, or wherever it's going, or whatever it's doing, we will have a voice. And you will stand on the stage, Marlyn, and you will share your story as you're sharing your story tonight. Because I was unaware that you live with AIDS. And I found out tonight. And I still am amazed on how beautiful and strong and empowering person you are, knowing that you never even shared that with me. You shared that on my stage. So I didn't have you on here for your, I wanted to know how Empire Plus was, and to go and find out this beautiful, amazing woman is living with AIDS for 12 years. And she's sitting here in front of us. She's positive. She's changed her mindset, and she's living, and she's making a difference for so many other women out there. So is there any message that you would like to give to the people, Marlyn? Because this is your time. This is your tea time.
Yes, I would like persons who's living and affected by HIV to adhere and support your family. Don't give up on them. Support if you support them, they live a longer life, because a lot of times persons don't have the support, so they refuse to take the treatment. They getting into relationship, they refuse to disclose because of the stigma and the discrimination. Just support your family, support them. Support is the key, and adhere. If you're taking your treatment, adhere. Continue to take your treatment. It does work. Thank you.
So I have a question for Nicole. Nicole, do you live with HIV?
No.
No?
No, I don't live with HIV, but I have become, it's like if I am, because I feel for them. And let Marlyn tell you how I will passionately defend them. You can't wrong talk. I am going to be there. And I had a patient who questioned me. She said, are you living with HIV? How do you know how we feel? I said, because I have empathy. I've put myself in your shoe. And that is what social work is about. I have compassion. And that is why you'll see me fighting for the resources to ensure that you can thrive. Trying to get you on programs. This is how Empire Plus is on the program. I am the social worker who said to Marlyn, look, there's a program I would love for the group to get involved with because it will help you all to grow. And this is me always doing what I've done. Social workers make a difference. Ubuntu, I am because we are. That is the theme for this year, International Social Workers Day. And I live it, Miss Liz. How can I sleep at night knowing that these people depend on me to actually make a difference, and I will do like others and abandon them? Marlyn will tell you I've never abandoned them, and I've known her since 2009. So you know that this relationship is over a decade, and it will continue to grow. Wherever I am, I've said to her, I will always look back and remember this group. I've never forgotten them, and this is why they are here, part of Teatime. That's because Commissioner Nicole Cole remember her word and is committed to ensuring that we make a difference and that they continue to live positively. Remember, women's rights are human rights. And so they have a right to live, a right to thrive. Even if they're HIV positive, who determines who should live and die? Who makes them God to say that because they're positive, they can't get jobs? And this is why you have Empire Plus. Empire Plus is trying to sustain themselves through the different projects to bring in an income to ensure they can live and survive, because the system that is supposed to be helping them is not really doing that. People want to look glorified and look good, saying that they're doing things, but they're not really making a difference, Miss Liz. So I hope that this program can help us to get some funding for some of the things that we really want to do, because we want to sustain the child hunger program. Miss Liz, I want to tell you something that is bothering me. We have parents now who are feeding their children poison in Guyana. That is hurting my head. I'm traumatized that a parent will feed a child poison and then take that poison themselves. That is very worrying. And I know that child hunger has increased because of what the pandemic has brought upon the world. All the economic system is disrupted. So more now we need help. So thank you, Ms. Liz, for using your platform. And may God continue to richly bless you. I pray. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And it is an honor to have Marlyn on this platform. It is an honor to have you, Nicole, on this platform, because this is what Teatime is about. It is about getting everyday people seen and heard. The big famous people get seen all the time. It's the little guys that are making a difference. And this is what Teatime is about. We make a difference by everyday stories, everyday people who are making a difference. Marlyn didn't have to go out and start networking for other people. She could have stayed with her story to herself, but she chose to help others. And this is making a difference. This is helping other people. She could have stayed to herself, but she chose not to. And this is why we need people like this in the world, to share their backstories, to share their cup of tea, because Teatime is not even about a cup of tea. It is your story. It is your backstory on how you became who you are, what you are, where it started, and why you do what you do today. You were affected by it, Marlyn. So you went out and you said, that's it. I'm going to make a difference for other people who are living with it as well. You know, yes. And sometimes our pain is our story, is our dream, is our difference, is our purpose. The why on why we do what we do. I do Teatime because I am an extreme survivor of abuse. I am a survivor of grief. I am a survivor of mental health. This is why I bring Teatime. I stand strong and I bring voices that need to be heard. Teatime is not even about a cup of tea. Yes, I have my cup of tea. This cup here will make a difference. It will make a difference because it is about the story. It is about why these people are coming to Teatime, why I'm bringing them on Teatime, and why I'm bringing so many different flavors to Teatime, because you might just be amazed by who you get to meet.
True.
Everyone who's watching out there and who will watch this replay, please reach out to Marlyn. See how you can help Empire Plus. See how we can make a difference. And let's try and really change human rights for people who are living with AIDS and HIV. This really, really is frustrating to me. It is sad that I have to watch a fellow sister in another country be treated this way because she lives with an illness. It breaks my heart. Honestly, it breaks my heart, Marlyn, that you are being treated this way. I am huge on human rights, and you all know that who are out there. I used to be the International Human Rights Secretary. I do not mess around with rights of a human being. We need to stand up. We need to bring our voices to the table. We need to make a difference. It is sad, really, really sad. And whoever you are who just put that comment into my stream, you are the one with the issue, not me. And I will not be silent, and I will not have you curse on my platform. You will be reported for your ignorance, whoever you are, Cole AER. I will put your comment on so other ones can see the ignorance that you have for this platform right now. This is the ignorance that we have in the world today. Because a woman is sharing her story, because a woman who lives with AIDS, you are ignorant, sir, or ma'am, or whoever you are. But I put that comment on there to show people the ignorance in the world today. This is sickening, really sickening that you take and you use this woman's time to put your rudeness on. So I hope that anyone who is watching and knows you will come at you for the ignorance that you have just shown this woman. I do not accept any disrespect towards any of my guests or towards myself or towards any other woman out there. I am a woman with rights and I have a voice and I will use it. You are not forced to come onto my platform or to listen to these stories or to listen to my tea times. But your ignorance will be stopped. You know what? It doesn't matter about the viewers, how many viewers are coming on. Right now, it is about this woman's story, this woman's power, this woman's strength, and this woman's resilience. So you can take your little body and you can move along. Thank you very much.
I've learned not to worry with persons who try to put me down. It's not about them, it's about me. And it's those things don't bother me anymore. I don't look back, I look forward. So I'm alive, and that's important.
And I'm honored to know you, Marlyn, but I will not have anyone disrespect any of my guests on Tea Time. This is my platform, and this person is not forced to watch this Tea Time, and they are not forced to even enter this room. They can leave at any time they want. This is disgusting on their behavior and ignorance towards a fellow human being. And this is where human rights needs to step in.
So true.
And I don't know if this person knows you or knows me or knows of anyone who is on my platform, but your comments, you are right now deleted and reported for harassment and insults. Now, I want to get back to Tea Time because the Tea Time is not about this person in my stream. It is about Marlyn. It is about Nicole. It is about the women that are making a difference in the world. It is making a difference one cup of tea at a time. And this person, if you are coming at me, guess what? Miss Liz doesn't take your comments. And you can call me the white girl. You can call me the bitch. You can call me whatever you'd like. But your comments need to go. Thank you.
Don't let that person steal your joy. Take a sip of tea and put them, I think you've put them in their place.
Yes.
You've just dealt with them the way that they need to be dealt with for harassment. And you move on because what you will have is the bullies. That's bullyism. On your platform, that person is trying to shut you up.
Yes, and I do have a Tea Time coming on about bullying. So this person can join then too if they want. I really don't care. They do not affect my life. I have gone through enough, and I don't care what they think of me. So I want to get back to Marlyn because it's Marlyn's Tea Time. It is about Marlyn's story. It is about Marlyn's resilience. It is about making a difference. So let's get back onto Empire Plus. How can we help with Empire Plus, Marlyn?
So Empire Plus funding, funding for the children and funding to empower the women. So I got a lot of certificate in craft and art. So I teach them, but it's only that I have to get the funding so I could purchase the material and put them back into society so they could learn to sew if they need to learn to cook, whatever area they need empowering or skill they need. I could do it teach them. So
I believe that you're helping out young girls, right, to empower them as well.
Yeah, so in Guyana, we send some of them back to computer classes, but I'm collaborating right now with the Sappington Foundation in Trinidad with Miss Clarkson. So we joined together to collaborate with them to empower some of the young women, teach them various skills, teach them about the self and self-esteem, teach them how to take care of the self and how to say no. Because today we had a very nice session, and I was thinking they should teach them a little bit about HIV. Because if we're teaching them about sex and about the body and the body system and the parts and so forth, we should teach them about HIV. They should get some knowledge about HIV also.
So is there awareness in the schools about HIV and AIDS in your country?
Different organizations would go from time to time, but they don't teach it like a specific subject to teach them about HIV. But certain times, some when they have any awareness program. Different organizations would go into the school, and Miss Cole like doing that. Miss Cole like going into the school and talk to the children there.
So now we're going to get into something that everyone thinks what tea time is all about. So Marlyn, what does tea mean to you?
Tea?
Yeah, what does tea mean to you?
Well, I love tea. Tea, it relaxes you. It's a relaxation for me when I sit down and take a sip. It makes you think a lot about what's your surrounding environment when you relax.
So what does tea mean to you, Nicole?
For me, tea can be that therapy at the end of the day that helps to rejuvenate all the cells that would have been worn down by the day's stress. And that cup of tea could be that thing that makes you feel alive, especially if it's chocolate mint tea. I love that. If it's chocolate mint tea, I'm taking one cup and another, but it's really to rejuvenate, because at the end of a day, you need to have some place as an oasis. And so the tea forms that part of an oasis. It's a therapy that helps you to continue to do what you do. So yes, I love tea.
So Marlyn, if I gave you the letters TEA, what words would come to mind for you for those letters?
TEA. Truth.
Okay, and for the letter E?
E, economic.
And A?
A, adherence.
Oh, I love it. See, a different T. Same question for you, Nicole. What words come to mind for you for TEA?
For me, it would be tenacity, because of my role as a social worker. I have to be tenacious. There are attacks on the profession. There are people who think that what we do doesn't matter. And how social workers are treated in Guyana is similar to what Marlyn would have said. E stands for the ability to be empowered, to always think empowerment. I'm always thinking empowerment. That's why Marlyn is here on the program. And A would be, for me, would be really being advocacy. I spend, if you type in Google and you click Nicole Cole, you will see me as an activist. I'm always advocating, and I lose my jobs for that. Governments fire me all the time, but you know what? I don't want to be friendly with governments. All I want from them is the resources. Governments are the major holders of the resources. I want that to help the people. So being tenacious, empowering the people, and advocating for the betterment of their human rights, that is what tea is. Because if we don't do that, nothing will happen. Nothing will occur. We will have no changes, because governments only respond to strong advocacy. And sometimes it takes taking to the streets. It takes marches. Sometimes it takes lying down, blocking the traffic, stopping. But it takes something to bring the change that we need. Because remember, social workers are change agents. How do I make change happen? I've got to be a strong advocate. And to be that, I've got to be tenacious in order to empower. So that's your TEA. God bless you.
And I love it, because you two ladies have shown the true strength, the true resilience out there. Like, it is amazing. When I ask these questions about tea, I always get a different answer. And it amazes me, because that just shows the difference in everyone's cup of tea. Because the tea is you. You guys are the tea. Your story is the tea. Your body is the cup. You're the vessel. You hold what's inside that cup. And that's your tea. And this is what Tea Time is about. It is about backstories on making a difference, empowering people, bringing people together, connecting people. Because when you have a cup of tea with a friend, you make a difference. You get to know that person. I got to know Marlyn a little bit better tonight. I got to know Nicole a little bit tonight. I even got to know some little ignorant guy out there, whoever he is. I don't know, or girl or man or whatever. I got to know them a little bit. It just shows the different flavors in the world, who we have out there in the world. There are so many different flavors, so many different cups out there, so many different teas out there. And this is what Tea Time is about. It is to make a difference. It is to bring a voice and to show everyone that we all matter. We all can make a difference.
So true.
So I'm gonna remove Nicole. I do have Denise Brandmer in the back room, and I do have Simone Clackman in the background. So I you know what? I'm just gonna do something different for Tea Time. I'm just gonna bring everybody who has come in the back room to come up front and share.
Yes.
There we go. We're gonna do a different Tea Time tonight. So I don't know if you know Denise Brammer or
yes, I do.
I know you, and I do know Simone because she was on Tea Time last week. So I want to get into this Tea Time, and I'm going to make this a different Tea Time because every Tea Time is different. Everything, every time. I want to know how you women feel about Tea Time and how you feel about your cups. And I'm going to start with Marlyn. How do you feel about your cup?
My past. My past was good, but I think this time is better because I get to know myself better. I get to understand life better. So my past was good coming through. But I have 7 beautiful children. 3 boys and 4 girls, and I have 15 grandchildren, and I enjoy the company. At presently, I have 2 of them with me, and one of my daughters, who's my greatest support. She always makes sure that I'm okay.
Thank you so much. I'm going to move on to Nicole next. How do you feel about your cup?
I feel my cup is blessed to be a blessing. I think when God uses you to help others, it is a really tremendous responsibility. So what I do is to do introspection. My cup is always trying to be better, always trying to make a difference. It's always filled to the brim of trying new things. How can I help? What can I do that tomorrow somebody can be the person who is able to win a job, get themselves inside a program? And so I'm always thinking new ideas. My cup is filled and overflowing with ideas, blessing others, and making a difference in the lives of those who are really downtrodden. To beat people down when they are already down, I think it's really cruel. And so I can't do that. So every day I examine myself and what I'm doing and if I'm making a difference. And once I get the answer back from me, yes, you're making a difference and I'm encouraged, then I want to keep my cup filled with good things, good deeds, as in the Tyler Perry movie, good deeds, because we are all chalking up what I call, I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in karma. What you do come back to you, or it can fall on your next generation. So it's good to have your cup filled with doing great things like this platform is, Liz. It's a great platform where you give the voice to the voiceless. If you did not have this platform, people who have no voice wouldn't be able to have their voices heard. So God bless you for being a part of the cup that is overflowing with blessings, and you're able to use your platform as a blessing for others. Because you know what? In life, we never know when things can take a change. And so we must learn to love each other. That is the greatest commandment. And I continue to practice that wherever I go. My heart is pure and my love goes out to humanity, regardless of who they are. And so let the cup of love continue on this tea time. I pray. God bless you.
Thank you so much. And Simone, how do you feel about your cup?
Hi, good night, everyone. Wonderful to be here again amongst you beautiful ladies. My cup, I think it's getting fuller and fuller each day. You know, as time passes, I can see that progress, that growth, learning. I'm all about progress, growth, empowerment. And I believe my cup is to be, you know, running over and to be shared with others. My passion is to empower other women, you know, to empower others so that they can do for themselves and for their, you know, their loved ones. So that's my cup, you know, just getting fuller and fuller by the day, you know, filled with progress and learning opportunities and, you know, just the beauty of life itself.
Well, thank you so much. And we do have Denise Brammer in the studio as well. I'd like to hear how you feel about your cup. Oh. Can you hear me? Denise, can you hear me?
Yeah, pardon me, I didn't hear anything. The internet is giving me a problem.
I want to know how you feel about your cup and how you feel about your cup of tea.
Well, I feel great to myself.
Thank you for sharing. I want to show Marlyn, sitting in this room right now, you have 3 ladies who have joined you tonight for your tea time alongside with me. And I want everyone to know that this tea time will get seen and it will get shared into human rights commissions and human rights, United Nations. I want this to be seen that people that are living with HIV and AIDS are getting treated unfairly. We need to make a difference. And I will be that girl that will kick the door in. And I am like Nicole, I am an activist and I am not scared to share my voice. As you seen earlier, I was attacked. I did not take that. I will not accept that. And I will never accept that towards my guest. My guests need to be respected. They come on this platform to be respected. And if you are coming at me, I need to be respected as a woman. So whether you're a man or another woman, we need to respect one another. This is how human rights is formed. We need to respect one another. So I want to thank you all for joining tonight for tea time. And I really want to, I'm just going to take everybody out of the studio, but I want to have a word with Marlyn, one-on-one with Marlyn, because I truly want to thank her for opening the door and to giving a voice to all of the amazing people out there who are making a difference, who are changing the world, who are saying my voice matters, my story matters, my cup matters, and my tea will be seen and heard. And this is what tea time is about. I believe I've lost Marlyn, but I think she'll come back. I do want everyone out there to understand that tea time is not a joke. It is not a place for you to come and insult. If you're having a rough day or you're just miserable as a human being, that needs to be fixed. Like, you need to fix that. I can't fix you. I can't fix anyone. The only one I can fix is myself. But I truly don't want any of my guests ever to be attacked or belittled on my platform. And I won't be belittled as well. My platform is here to make a difference. It's not to create a rage of war or a place for you to put your rude comments because you want to be seen. If you want to be seen, book a tea time. We'll have a cup of tea together.
I like this quote. And she tells my children, my daughters, losing one battle doesn't mean you lost the world. I will either find a way or I will make a way.
I really love that quote.
Yes.
I can see you as a person who wants to make a difference, Marlyn. And just positive mindset has made a difference.
Yeah.
You know, and like I tell all my guests, I don't do tea time to get numbers. I get tea time to make a difference.
Yeah.
Your story will get heard one person at a time. We will make a difference with one person at a time.
So true.
We don't do it for the we do it for the quality, not the quantity. Because in life, with numbers, we can have 1 million people say that they have our backs, but at the end of the day, we don't. We don't have that 1 million people. At the end of the day, we have ourselves. And you are a strong, empowering woman. And I really, really want to thank you for taking my platform and sharing your story, because I was unaware of it. And I am really, really amazed on how strong you are. 12 years. Like, I want to applaud you for taking the time to show people that you can live a healthy life living with AIDS and living with HIV. So anybody who is living out there with HIV or AIDS, a positive mindset, any kind of illness out there, if you change your mindset, you can live a good life. It comes and it starts with you.
Yeah, so true. It feeds on your brain. So it's how you think and your body react. If you're positive, your body will develop faster. But if you have a different mindset, you won't develop. You'd be sick. Always have some issue along the way. You have to change your mindset. It's a new beginning, so you have to change your mindset, your lifestyle, everything. Because it's a new it's a new dawn.
I really want to thank you, Marlyn, for joining me tonight for Tea Time. And I really want to thank the guests who came and supported Marlyn tonight for Tea Time. You ladies are making a difference. By showing support to Marlyn, you have made a difference. By sharing your cups, you have made a difference. Marlyn, by sharing your story, you have made a difference tonight. So I just want to say thank you. And I will see everyone next week for a new Tea Time with a new guest, with a new flavor.
Okay.
And I am not giving up on you. Know that you have a friend, and we will stay in touch, and we will continue to grow together. So I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight for Tea Time. It was a really strong tea. It came with many different flavors from many different people, and that's what we are. We're filled with a world of many different flavors out there. So thank you, Marlyn, again, and I will see everyone next week with a new Tea Time.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, bye-bye.